Well, Marty, Rasmus, welcome to the first official episode, I guess, of what we can call season 2 of The Line Change. It was a really good first year. I don't know if you saw some of the clips or not, but we learned a lot about the guys, a lot about the pranks, everything that's going on in the locker room. And we've been told as the year goes on that you two were a duo, good friends that needed to come on as well. I just learned off camera before we started rolling that you sit next to each other on the plane each trip also. So you would say you two are pretty close?
Yeah, I would say so. I think on the team, I'd say Marty's probably the closest to me at least. Aww. So it's great to have him by my side doing this interview, making me feel comfortable.
I mean, we spend most of the time together, of the eyes, especially on the trips, going dinners together all the time and doing all kind of different stuff, together. So it's fun to have him by my side.
Well, we have a lot to get into today. We were just saying, even in the 2 minutes we were talking before we started rolling, guys, save it for the podcast because you were already fun, laughing, entertaining, but rightfully so since it's the first one coming into the new year. We're all coming back from summer vacation. I want to get into your summers, Slovakia, Sweden. Rasmus, you looked like you were a world traveler, had the true European summer. It looked so much fun. So first off, tell us about your summers, where you went, and how it was.
Yeah, I mean, I try to fit in a lot of traveling during the summers when I'm home. You don't get to spend a lot of time with some of the friends from back home and stuff. So, try to fit in a lot of trips with them. Traveled around Europe, went to France with my brother, France with some of my friends, Spain, Italy for the European media tour. So, I was around Europe a lot.
I would like to say for a start, everyone from the team would like to have a summer like Rasmus had. It's just we're talking about it a lot. Saint-Tropez, Cannes, whatever, all these nice places in Europe. So yeah, I mean, my summer was good as well. Probably not as good as Rasmus, but I still enjoyed. A lot of traveling. I think in Europe is really easy to travel all over the places. So I had a lot of good time.
Back home in Slovakia?
Yeah, mostly back home, but I did some trips. I went to Greece, I went to Spain, Italy as well. So
that's amazing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was good summer. Not bad.
It was a terrible summer too.
I'm not saying it was bad.
For us, it's pretty easy. It's like for you guys to drive to Pittsburgh or something. It's like for us to travel to Spain or something.
All those countries over there.
Yeah.
And a lot of your summer, it looks like you're good friends with the Nylander brothers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously from your time in Toronto, I'm assuming, and all of that. So.
Yeah, known them for, I know,
and back home, I guess,
maybe
too,
10, 12 years. I live like 2 streets away from William, 2 streets away from Alex, 2 streets away from their parents.
Nice.
So my family is very close to their family.
Okay, very cool. Well, that's a lot of fun. But you're back here in DC, ready to start the season. How nice is it when you do come back, I'm assuming, too, with a team like this? And, we heard so much the chemistry and how close you guys were last year. Do you guys keep in touch over the summer? Does the group chat live on year round?
Honestly, I don't think we're like as much talking as we are always talking during the season. During the season, always the big plans. We're gonna travel together there, and then it's like during the summer, it's just like so much stuff to do. I think everyone has a lot of stuff with the family and their own friends and stuff like that. But I mean, we always talk to each other once in a while with Rasmus. Especially on the vacations, trips or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, he called me when he signed his nice big ticket. So yeah, it was a good phone call.
Was Rasmus the first call?
So we were kind of talking. I was at the bachelor party actually, and I think you were somewhere like that as well.
Yeah,
no?
I was in France. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were kind of close. I was in Spain at the bachelor party. Rasmus was in France, and we kind of got in to each other with a call, and yeah, that was it. He was one of the first person.
And congratulations, by the way.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
a huge accomplishment, and I'm sure you knew well before it came out to the media and the public. But I think it was. I was in the office that day. It was during development camp, right? And so it came out on social media that morning. So for you over in Europe, it was probably nighttime. So yeah, nothing like calling your friend from the club to celebrate a big contract extension here.
It was kind of tough, tough timing. We were celebrating, like I mentioned, we were at the bachelor party, Tomáš Tatar's wedding.
Oh.
And we just got there, and then I signed it basically. So it was hard couple days.
Good trip.
Absolutely. So you're with other NHL people, other NHL friends. So it was probably a fun moment for everyone, for you to be around, guys in the league and have something like that.
Yeah, I had to pay a couple nice dinners.
I'm sure. I don't blame them. So on those lines, Marty, you've been a big part of this team, and I know this isn't a podcast about hockey, but I got to mention, going back to playoffs and stuff this year, I think it's one of those things where we realize, but I think fans even realize, you don't realize the impact, someone or something can have until it's gone. And that's what we saw in playoffs last year without you. So it's so good to have you back healthy and have you here in DC, and talk to you a little bit about it at the podium with media last week. But just how excited are you to know that, this is a home for you long term?
Thanks. Obviously, I'm just so excited overall. Like, I love it here. The DC, not just the city, like I mentioned, but like the people in organization, players, coaches, everyone is just like my second home. I just love to spend the time, and I feel like every year I spend more time here. And instead of home, so it's kind of naturally became my second home. And I'm just so excited to be healthy, and especially with that long-term deal, I'm excited I can be here, and hopefully I'll stay as long as I can, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, I just love it here.
Started off nice too. You bought something nice here too in DC, so.
Oh, what was the first big purchase?
So I was my first 4 years, basically, I was living at one spot, just in an apartment right across the street, basically, and now we bought the house. So yeah, we're gonna move. A lot of new things for me, just so.
A lot of new things for you. Congratulations on the house, and of course, sorry, I feel like I'm going Marty. We'll get to you in a second.
I love it.
But a lot of life changes because you are gonna be a dad. You announced that last week. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Well, we are both really excited. I hope a lot of people is excited, and we're kind of planning on it. I think it's a perfect timing, and with everything work out perfect with the house and everything. So, we are excited. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of changes, especially in the beginning. It's not just about us right now, and it's gonna be about someone else. And obviously, I gotta be a little bit more responsible, but I'll figure it out somehow.
Absolutely, we'll figure it out. I feel like that's what everyone says when they have their first child. There's no rule book. You just do what you can. We're joking too with. I think there's got to be, I don't know if there's another team in the league that has as many kids that are on this team.
Yeah.
Kids already. There's 5 or 6 girls pregnant this year. Rasmus, you might be one of the very few left.
Yeah, we're waiting for Rasmus.
Is he, at least for now, going to be Uncle Rasmus to your
Uncle
little
Ras,
one?
for sure.
Uncle Moose.
He's giving a lot of good presents to everyone, so kind of,
Oh, is he? Is
That's why,
what,
for sure, I'll give him Uncle Rasmus.
He's gonna come over and at least
nice
it's good
gifts for
practice for him first before.
Little teeny.
Little tang, yeah.
And you don't know what you're having yet, right? You said your
No,
guys
so
we're
gonna have a surprise. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's boy.
That's what you're wishing for, a little hockey player?
I don't know. I feel like it's more. I think it's just easier to have a boy, no? Don't you think?
Yeah, I think I can attest.
I don't know. I'm not a dad, so I mean, I can't really.
Do you
answer
just
that.
have brothers, Rasmus? Or
I
do you
have an older brother, yeah.
Okay, so no sister. What? You have a brother too? No, any
Yeah,
sisters?
I have a brother. I have a sister.
You do have a sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And she's younger, so it's kind of easier for us, But I don't know. I feel like if I would have a sister, or no, maybe it's just my opinion. But
no, I think you're right. I obviously do not have kids yet, but my parents, I have one brother, and my parents will tell you that I was the high maintenance child. Boys are 10 times more expensive, needy, all that type of stuff. Yeah, a boy just.
Yeah, I can see that on my girlfriend, so for sure.
I hope if she listened to this, I don't know if she's
She
gonna
will.
like that.
Don't worry.
Your girlfriends are friends too, right? I'm sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
really close.
Yeah.
Okay. And Rasmus, sorry, back to you with your travels. Lots going on here, and I guess this could be for both of you too. You've been here for a while now. You've been in the NHL for a while, so I'm sure you've adapted to the North American lifestyle. But I think you're the first pair we've had on. Well, I guess you could count. We had Little Pro, Ilya Protas, and Eric Smateko on during development camp. That was fun, a little like spin-off episode. But you're the first two from this roster, from this team, both coming from Europe to be on here. And you've been here a while, and so I'm sure you're acclimated and that kind of stuff. But when you do go home in the summer, things like that, how much, for those listening, want to know more about culture, things like that, how much is it different in Sweden and your life during the summer as opposed to here?
It's very different. I mean, obviously here you're back to routines, practice at the same time every day. Lots of traveling for, playing hockey and stuff, which I like. I mean, if I get stuck in one spot for too long of a time, I get bored.
Yeah.
Just sitting at home, it's not my thing. So that's very different. Coming back home, get to spend time with the family, some childhood friends, stuff like that. I'm very biased, obviously, but the Swedish food is, for me, 10 times better.
I can agree. I really love the food, and the Swedish cuisine is just probably the best.
What's
one
like
of the
a
best.
staple Swedish dish?
I mean, you gotta say the Swedish meatballs.
I've had those.
Some mashed potatoes or some.
But you guys have like a lot of stuff, like just like the fish, like the everything.
Yeah,
like,
I just
everything
feel like
is so good.
our flavor. We just have more flavor to our food, so that's a big difference. But mostly, I think just spend time with family and friends. I think that's the biggest difference.
And is it true that I've not been to Sweden, but the food seems, I guess in Europe in general, is it like fresher, healthier? I know everyone's always like, I can go to Italy and drink a ton of wine and eat a ton of pasta, and I feel great.
I mean, I remember my first time I went to the grocery store, and I was looking at chicken, and it said like no antibiotics or something. Like, what do you mean, like no antibiotics? So I mean, you have to look at where you buy your food here. We don't really have that. I feel like you can go wherever and just buy food, and it's going to be good food. So quality of food is way better back home, I think. I mean, I'm not a,
the restriction all over for Europe is just like way pro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the same back in Slovakia too.
Yeah,
so.
for both of you, same with you. So like even beauty products and stuff. Like, I know you guys probably don't care too much about that. Your girlfriends would.
I don't know.
You would probably know. Even the products, so many more things are like banned and things like that. So we're happy you're back. It was a long off season, getting into this season, training camp towards tail end of this, but how excited, it might sound cliche, but again, coming off of the year we had last year in this team, how genuinely excited are you to be back with these guys, not just in the locker room, but doing life with them every day?
Super excited. First off, I mean, it's nice to be here from the start of camp this year. Last year I missed a bit of camp. I mean, I had visa issues.
The visa issue.
Yeah.
We thought he's in Saint-Tropez.
He extended that vacation a little longer.
Exactly.
That's right. Wasn't it someone had your name who had wasn't it like a whole debacle?
We have no idea. Someone said it might be someone with the same last name, or faked my last name or something, that was a criminal or something, and that's why they flagged it. Or I have no clue, honestly, why, but it took a very long time to get the visa. So it's nice to be back here now from day one and just see all the guys. It feels like it's first day of school. Yeah. So you come back, you see the guys you haven't seen for 3 months, 4 months, or whatever it is, and just coming down to the rink every morning. You wake up with a smile on your face and just having a lot of fun, jokes, pranks, a lot of other stuff.
I think like the group didn't really change much, and I feel like the group is really from last season. You could see like we were a really tight group, really really close friends, and we just love to spend the time with each other, and it was just awesome, to being here, and I'm really excited for a season.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one for sure. Can't wait. Opening night next week. But I was just telling Zach off air that, as I was saying, I think you two are like really close. I think they're like, I don't know if you say best friends, but I feel like this team is so close in general. Everyone seems to get along that I don't really see like, cliques or pairs or, who's tight with this one. But when you do travel on the road, things like that, who's maybe your group on the road? Where are you guys going? It was last year. I think it was Logan Thompson and Alexei Protas were talking about their. Was it Logan that travels he's with like the Russian pack during the road or something like
so
that?
Like we usually.
Who's your your group?
Usually it's like you, me, Mikey. Who else is coming? I mean, the Russians stick together.
Yeah, but usually we actually end up with the Russians. Like
Sometimes we do, yeah.
we go like me, Mikey, Sandy, and who else was coming? Like we always change. Like,
I don't know actually.
Was most of the times us together, and we just switch it up. Sometimes we went with the Russian guys, and sometimes LT went join us. And
I feel like everyone's just tight, so you can
Yeah.
go wherever. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you go with the older guys
oh,
too.
V
like
was last year.
V was there a
most
lot
of the
too.
time, yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it was always a good time.
Yeah, always someone else. But I honestly, like Moose said, we just can hang out with everyone from the team. I don't think it really matters. We're a really, really tight group. So everyone is having fun and everyone knows everyone basically. Really
So,
well.
okay, pause for a second, because that's 3 times now, and I didn't know this. Moose, is that your nickname?
Yeah, one of them.
One of them? What are the others?
Sandy, Ras, Sandman. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's a
nicknames.
lot of nicknames,
It's
yeah.
Same for me, probably. Like everyone's got a couple nicknames.
Yeah.
so.
A couple probably that can't. We know the basic ones. Like, you're just Marty to me,
Yeah.
you know? You have
Now it's mostly just people just calling me Tay.
Yeah, Tang.
Tay? Why?
It's Tang Tang.
So it started a few years ago. Johnny Carlson, he just started calling me Martin, and then it was just Martini, basically, and that was just Tay, Martin, and then Ovi started calling me like Tay. And it's just Tay.
I love
So-
the accent. I can't even say that because I can't try to do the accent as American. I'll sound stupid.
I mean,
but
like most of the guys does it. Like it was Ovi was trying to explain like some brand, and it was like instead of this, it just Tay, you know, and that's how.
Wait, I
it
even
started.
asked them how to spell it, and they were like T-E-E.
Yeah, whatever. When he broke the record, he signed our like the hats or whatever, and then that was like T-E-E, whatever. Like this, like we don't really know how we
it just
spell
happened.
Yeah.
Like Loaf with Andrew Crystal, I heard. Did you hear?
That's his nickname.
I'm
I just
telling you
heard
guys
this,
that.
but I don't really know how it happened.
Yeah, me neither. It when he was a few preseason games ago, you know, they always do the little video before you guys go out to warm ups, and he was right there giving fist bumps, and someone was like, "Oh, Loaf," and I heard that, and I was like, "Who is Loaf?" And then, sure enough, they asked him about it, and something with his hair, something he took his helmet off last year and had quite the hair, and so someone named him Loaf. But you mentioned Ovi giving you that nickname for a second. I want to go back to, I think you guys are the first episode since 895, all the craziness, playoffs, everything that happened in the spring. And, you know, we could talk about that whole chase for a while. But what was it like once he finally did it in Long Island? And, you know, it was so cool to see, you know, he's obviously this celebrity and breaking the records and stuff like that, but it was really cool to see his own teammates, his own friends, like all of you, with your 895 gear, your hats that he signed, taking pictures with him. I think it was Duhame, like he jumped in, like he looked like a kid, like a 5-year-old that stands out here and like wants to get pictures with you guys.
It doesn't matter what situation it is. Dewey always is
exactly.
Kind of like a kid,
and then going into his party back here in DC after, I think it was his wife walking into bands, all that kind of stuff. How much fun when it was finally over, talked so much about, was it to like be in that moment with him?
It was crazy, I feel like. I felt like in the beginning of the year, I didn't think much of it, honestly.
I felt like when he was getting closer, he was just enjoying it more, and everyone was enjoying it more because we were like kind of thinking like, oh, he's just gonna make it soon, and we just had so much fun, you know. Everyone was just playing really well, and we just enjoying the on the ice and off the ice together, and it was just so much excitement, you know. And when he broke it, obviously it was couple big parties, and
It was a good time.
I was gonna say, he of all people, I think he timed it perfectly, because after it was like a Sunday day game, so you get back early, still light out, and you have that whole night to party, and then we had for some reason like 2 off days or something. Like it was a good stretch if you're gonna have
It was
an
perfect.
895
yeah, but
bench.
it was just one party. No one could survive more, I think, after that night.
No, that was great. No, I just remember too, like playing in Long Island. I remember we had an ozone draw, and I came in and I look up and I see the whole crowd just stood up with their phones filming it. So it felt like, you know, a moment like when LeBron took the point record in the NBA. Like it kind of was the same thing. And it was fun because after he scored the goal, like the whole arena just left. So they were basically just there to watch Ovi score, which it did. But it was amazing.
Yeah, I know. I was there, and I just, like you said, like I got a video from up top, and the amount of blue jerseys, like Islander jerseys, that just stood up at the same time in the same excitement. I mean, it would have been cool for him to, do it at home. I'm glad that the fans at least got to saw 93 and 94 back on home ice against Chicago that game before. But yeah, no, that was a cool moment that I'm glad you guys, you got to be a part of. I want to kind of switch gears for a second. We could talk about the team dynamic and everyone for a while, but kind of sort of going back to your off season and summer and hobbies like that. Marty, you are really big into fishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like river fishing? Is that what
I mean, whatever, just lakes and river. Kind of doesn't feel difference for me.
Back home in Slovakia, is that where you do most of
mostly
it?
there. Yeah, I'm fishing carbs, which is not really popular fish over here. But it's, I don't know, it was just always popular back home, and I just love to do that. I would like to go ocean fishing as well, or like deep sea.
Have you talked to your teammate Duhaime?
Yeah, I mean he do that spear fishing, right?
Spear fishing. And is it true? Did he make a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we'll see it on his YouTube channel soon.
Who made the profile picture?
I don't know, probably him, honestly. Diving with Do, right?
It's and then it's definitely some.
I already gave him follow or whatever. Like
same. I'm just waiting for the first video to
drop. There's no content yet.
No.
We gotta get him going.
Yeah.
He was saying that obviously does in the ocean down in South Florida, but there's here he was saying it's definitely probably too dirty in the Chesapeake Bay to dive stuff here, but I know there's a lot of staff members go crabbing and stuff like that here.
So I don't eat those fish, right? Like I just catch and release everything.
He's eating. He's like going to go home and cook it. And then Rasmus, for you, are you big into F1 racing?
Yeah.
Is that kind of a big thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's something, it seems like it's becoming more and more popular. I had friends that went to the race, I think it was over the summer in Montreal. My brother's obsessed with it, but I don't know a ton about it. Like, it seems it's caught on more and more, but as someone who's very into it, describe sort of the basics.
Well, very into it. That's probably next level.
Okay.
But I like going to some of the events more because of what's going on around it. I've done Monaco Grand Prix twice, which has been a blast both times. One of the times
probably boring, eh?
Very.
Monaco has to be unreal.
It's crazy because I've been there when it's no F1, and it's kind of a boring city, honestly. Like, it's not much going on. It's like, there's not many people that live in Monaco. And then as soon as F1 starts or that weekend starts, it's like, it's insane. You can't move. But it's a fun time for sure.
I have a friend that's a pilot, and she loves Monaco. She's always talking about that.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So anything else? Anything outside of hockey, hobbies, things like that? Like when you go home, whatever, after practice, what's kind of a typical day look like for you? Marty, I know you said you're still near in this area, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I love golfing, so I'm like, when I have a time,
that's a given with hockey players, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I love to go out, spend the time a little bit, on the course, walking around. I just love it, like I don't really like to be home that much. I mean, I gotta still learn that, especially when the kid is on the way. During the summer.
You ever changed a diaper before?
I don't really think so. I'm not really like that I would have a problem with that. Like, it just more probably I just need to see how to do it, but I don't think I would have any issue with it. But the more trouble for me is just to be around, like when I'm home during the summer, I'm just basically sleeping at home.
Dude, I can see that in front of me though. You changing a diaper. I can't wait to see it. I mean, I've tried, and I hope it's different with when I have a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully.
Are you a golfer, Rasmus?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I haven't played much here. We moved into a new house just recently, so.
Oh, congrats too. So you both are in settled in houses now here.
I haven't bought. I'm just renting
You're
a house.
You're just renting. Okay.
Still. But we had to go get furniture, so it's been a lot with that. So just building a lot of stuff or assembling a lot of furniture at home right now.
Joe B is
Funny.
supposed to
Good time, eh?
putting together furniture.
Oh, I hate it.
It's the worst.
Like,
It's terrible.
I can't do that. I'm ready to like
I'm
just pay
losing my- yeah.
someone, you know.
It's,
And
yeah.
I
just do
don't
it.
read. I feel like there's two types of people. There's like the people that open the directions, place every part. I just put a coffee table together for my apartment, and like you open the directions. You think it's a coffee table, like it's basic, right? Well, there's 4,700 pieces,
No
and
chance
you're just
I
like,
would do
where
this.
do these all come from? And so you have one set that's like, okay, we'll open the directions, go step by step, and then you have another who's me, who is just like, screw this, I don't have the patience for this. I'm just gonna do
Exactly.
it on my own.
That
And yeah, that's how.
I did the same 2 days ago, and I was done, and I had like 400 screws left, and I'm like, I don't know, it's perfect.
Yeah,
Like, it
just
looks
whatever.
good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing this. I rather like just give some people like some money, you know, like I don't spend much money other than like some bullshit. Oh, sorry.
Someone to put
So, you know, I rather spend the money on this kind of things than like losing my mind, you know, and do this kind of stuff.
well invested money.
Totally. My dad tells a story so it would have been my mom's dad, so his father-in-law, like way before I was born. They went to buy a grill like 20 years ago, and my dad wanted to pay like an extra to buy the one that, comes assembled.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather, like older generation, like, they're whatever, handy, hardworking. He was like, no, it was like $20 too. Like this, it was dirt cheap to buy it put together. And my grandfather was like, no, like we can save the money, like blah blah blah, like we can do it. And they like literally got in an argument and didn't speak for 2 days because it took like 6 hours just to put together.
That's
My dad-
us. the
Yeah,
new
exactly,
Young,
you know,
young
like,
lazy generation.
I mean, I don't know.
No, I did the same with a watch recently. It was too big, and I could have tried to like take links out myself, but I couldn't get them out, and I didn't want to ruin my manicure,
Yeah,
so
no, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I paid someone.
No, not on your watch.
No, your watches are probably a lot more expensive than mine. But anyways, so I'm trying to see here. Music, that's another thing you guys are into. And Marty, is it true that I have a fact about both of you that PR gave me as far as what you would be if you weren't a hockey player, and Rasmus is professional GM scout. You said either an NHL GM, a scout, stay in hockey. Marty, you said a DJ.
Yeah, or like a rock star. I can imagine
rock
that. Yeah, I just, they had a good life, I think. Like
DJ
just-
Tang?
Yeah, or whatever.
DJ Tang kind of has.
Tang.
Did I say that right?
That's
Tang?
actually perfect.
Tang?
Yeah, Tang is good.
Good.
Pretty
Okay, I can. I'm
I can,
to say that.
they just do it like, I mean, we having awesome life, right? But they just going play some music, making people happy most of the time. I feel like I don't know. I just watched the documentary about Avicii,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it looks sick, just like be DJ or rock star. I mean,
I
I
could see
love
being a rock
music,
star. Yeah.
I love music, so I feel like if I would be able to do that and do some like music.
I could honestly see both of you doing something.
Low key,
in-
honestly, like Marty, every time I go with him in the car, he always plays good music. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Who's your favorite artist or John? What?
Honestly, I started like I was a big rap guy, but lately I'm listening a lot of like old school, like 70s, 80s, 90s,
Okay.
like some rock stuff or whatever, just everything basically. I just once I like the music, then it's on.
So you're how's?
How
what
about you? Actually,
No,
don't
I
really
do
know.
the same. Like I listen to pretty much everything. I mean, rock music, old school music. I feel like we have kind of the same taste of music.
Yeah, I would agree. Probably, yeah. I mean, rap is really big, right? Like most of the time.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't mind
listening
that. Depends on
rap.
the mood you're in, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone on the team have just bad, like anyone you would never let be in charge of the music?
Jackie, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I
His
mean, he's
good
just
old
always
country.
put like a country. I mean, I don't mind country.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but like he's
Honestly,
putting-
Dewey as well.
Yeah,
Like the
it's-
songs he puts on in the gym is just outrageously terrible.
Yeah,
like,
they're
it's
like
awful.
they're like really heavy rap or how you call
And it's
it.
the
I don't know.
same type of music all the time too.
I love that this is one of the few teams that like you get your individual goal song because it's so fun to see.
It
what
is
everyone picks.
actually really good.
I will say yours is my one of, if not my favorite.
Really?
Like,
Yeah, it's a good
are
one,
you
eh?
keeping it for this year?
Yeah, of course.
Good. It's one of those ones where like it's a good. I run to it all the time. It's like fast, has
Mm-hmm.
a good beat, but it's even when it's in an arena really loud.
It is.
Then it's it's fun. I like it.
I gotta score more though. So listen, honestly, I was thinking like, what's your goal?
I don't please. What's yours?
Honestly, I don't even know.
I can't remember
right
what
now.
yours is.
No. I don't know either.
Well, we're not scoring like Ovi, you know, like 2-3
No,
times
I
a game.
hear that one all
So
the
it's
time.
like
2-3 times a year. It's like
Tom's is pretty good. That's like a generic one.
I like Doobies too.
What's his?
It's Hey Baby.
Yes. Yeah.
DJ Otzi.
It's a good. You guys have a good mix of like some older classics and. You know.
I had the one I picked before, but they kind of turned down. The artist kind of did something really bad or something, so they had to turn down. But it's really popular song actually. I don't know why.
My first one I ever had was "Oops, I Did It Again" with Britney Spears, because that was back in the days when I scored.
That's good. I like that
but
one. All right.
Yeah, I can't really have it now. I feel like.
Well, yeah, I know you guys are defensemen, but yeah, let's try to score some more this year.
Yeah,
we'll try.
Can hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, this has been great. This has been fun. I've lost track of time. I think we've gone probably over time, but sort of one, I know you kind of mentioned it, but like I said, that sort of end on going into this new year, new everything. What's maybe something that you're both on the ice, off the ice with this team, whatever, really looking forward to going into this next season?
I mean, honestly, I would just like to keep it going from last year. Like we done so good here, like especially like in a regular season, right? Like we almost won the President Trophy, or so. I mean, it was really good season, and just excited to get in playoff, right? Build it up.
Yeah, and I mean, for a lot of us, it was also first time we ever played a second round of the playoffs, so just getting that experience. So keep building on that, and then hopefully will lead to, we all had the same goal, so hopefully it'll lead to that.
Well, you can tell it. You get along in the locker room, so that certainly helps. But thank you guys. This has been fun. I feel like I could sit here over coffee and just chit-chat with the two of you all day. You're a lot of fun. I know you're going to have a great season, and something tells me you two will not have a shortage of fun either.
No,
that's
we
for
won't.
sure.
Promise you that.
No,
Even with a kid eventually.
you gotta find the balance, right?
Absolutely. Life is too short, and
Yeah.
you're only as, what's the phrase? You're only as old as like you feel or whatever. You have a birthday coming up, don't you?
Yeah.
On Monday, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I like to getting old. I don't mind.
It's going to be a good board for your first game.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I gotta put up some money there. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Team dinner.
Team dinner.
Team dinner
Yeah.
on Marty?
Yeah, probably.
So, well, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you doing this today. I know it's been a busy week, but thank you as always, and look forward to another good season with you both.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.